What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to yet another video. My name is Brianne, and for those who are new, welcome. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Before we touch on today's topic, I wanted to give you guys a little breakdown on what I would like to discuss within this video. Major thing I want to touch on is low vision, because within the month of February is low vision awareness. The second thing I would like to touch on is the stigma between someone that's totally blind and someone that's visually impaired, if they can and can't see. And the third thing, because it's Black History Month, I wanted to highlight three well-known or famous Black people. So without further ado, let's get on with today's video. Low vision is one of three formats of having a visual impairment. The other two are totally blind and legally blind, and underneath is partially sighted and partially blind. In order for you to be classified as having a low vision, you have to have a visual sharpness of 20/70 or poorer. Let's take me for example. I was born with retinopathy of prematurity, which mostly affect a small percentage of premature babies that are born before their actual due date. With my eye condition, I was supposed to be totally blind, but there are different stages of retinopathy of prematurity. I will touch on that in another video. But they were able to save my right eye. So with that being said, my left eye, I'm totally blind. I have no light perception at all, meaning I cannot see anything at all. It took me a long time to actually tell or actually be aware that I'm not able to see out of my left eye. With my better eye, which is my right eye, I have nystagmatism, no peripheral vision, nearsighted, and I have a visual sharpness of 20/80, which is borderline on the visual eye test. Next thing I want to touch on is an article that I came across on social media regarding a young woman holding her cane. I'm gonna put the picture up here, but she's holding her cane. She's walking and she's looking down at her phone, and on the article it shows that, it states that she's lying about being blind. And I understand that society, your TV shows throughout the years and have classified someone with a visual impairment just being totally blind and saying that they can't see completely, which I want to debunk that now and say that just because they're totally blind does not mean they cannot see completely. Someone that's totally blind can see shapes or shadows. There are different variations of visual impairments and eye disease and conditions. Like again, myself, if you see me today, the only thing I would get is that I'm Blasian. I had a few people that would, throughout my life, no, I've had multiple people that think, even doctors that will ask me about what happened to my eye, and they would think something, dangerously happened to my eye, and that's not the case at all. So I have to explain to them, and I think that's something we need to start doing, is educating people about the blind and visually impaired community so they can get our understanding, so we can be on the same page. Nobody docked my eye. I didn't fall and bump my head. I was born this way. Now that I'm touching on that, I don't really think that people really know how to approach someone with a visual impairment. I know they know how to approach someone that's hearing impaired with sign language, but for us that have a visual impairment, the only thing you honestly have to do is just approach us. First announce yourself and let them know that you're there. Don't be rude and just walk away when you're finished with a conversation. Let them know that you have to go, or just excuse yourself. Like, don't be rude. I hate when people do that. It's disrespectful. and it's uncalled for. Just come up, ask them what they can and can't see about the visual impairment, say that you have questions, and don't apologize or don't be feel sorry for us, because you know, we're living our life just like anybody else. We just do things differently. So from that article, I just want people to know, just because you see the young woman with her cane and her phone does not mean she's completely blind. There are accommodations, and on the Apple and I think the Android, there is a accessibility app that have different formats of tab. They have different tabs that you can use, like voiceover or Zoom text. And if you would like to see a video of me demonstrating the different tabs within the accessibility, let me know in the comment section below, and I will be glad to make a video to demonstrate to you guys what the different tabs are, and you know, demonstrate what they're used for. So I want to touch on 3 people outside of our well-known famous people, Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. So without further ado, let's touch on the 3 people that are blind and deaf, that's well known. First person I want to touch on was David Paterson. He's the 55th governor of New York. At the age of 3, he had an ear infection that caused his blindness. He graduated from Columbus University and later on got his doctor's degree. So her name is Haiben Girma. She was the first blind deaf to graduate from Howard Law School. She's not only a lawyer but also a disability advocate. At the age of 30. In 2015, early 2015, in late of that year, she was able to meet with our 44th president, Barack Obama, to talk about the importance of accessibility technology. And lastly, the third one I want to touch on was Willie Johnson, better known as Blind Willie. He is a gospel guitarist and evangelist, singer, better known for his hits as Dark as the Night, Cold as the Ground, and It's Nobody's Fault But Mine. So I wanted to touch on those 3 individuals because I wanted to kind of give some encouragement out there and also educate people that there are more people that are famous and well known and actually established outside of the people that we're mostly used to hearing about. I know for me, my life didn't go as planned, and I'm not one to give up, and neither do I want you guys to give up. So I hope that gave you some inspiration to keep going, keep fighting your dreams, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.